Annie, where do the Mets stand with Soto as the GM meetings come to a close?
You know, Sal, where they stand at this exact moment, I suppose, is they've taken their speculative or theoretical interest and turned it into real interest because now the calendar is on free agency when Soto's available to meet with and sign with anybody. So, of course, the Mets are interested. We knew they were going to be interested, and here we are. I wouldn't describe it as anywhere close to putting all their eggs in one basket on one player, I think. And we'll talk about the Yankees in a second, but there are obviously successful off seasons for both teams that involve not signing Juan Soto. So the Mets are going to do their diligence, going to look into it, certainly I imagine going to meet with the player and probably even make an offer. None of these things are surprising, but we're just at the early stage of that. So I would say what's happened here, Sal, is that conversion in the timetable of baseball from, yeah, the Mets will probably be in on Soto, to, I can tell you, although it's not some great breaking story that we didn't expect, I can tell you that they are, in fact, in on Juan Soto.
Yeah,
of course.
You're right. It isn't anything new, but still reading your latest column for SNY.TV, even me, who thinks the Mets are going to get Soto, I felt more confident after reading that just because it feels more legitimate than just the speculation. All right, now where do the Yankees stand with Soto, Andy?
So that's why I think the Mets, who I expect will be very aggressive if they feel that Soto wants to come to them. Obviously, they have the resources and the payroll flexibility to do so. But the Yankees stand in a really good position in that they've had him, he likes them, they like him. And from what I believe, I've said this on the show before, but I have reason to believe that if it's close, Soto would go back to the Yankees. So what the Mets ultimately would have to decide to do is, does this guy want to come here enough where we're going to blow away the Yankees offer? Is that a place where the Mets want to go? And certainly we're not deep enough into the offseason for the Mets to have been able to make that kind of determination. They haven't even met with the player yet, but they're well aware. There's no surprise if you were to tell the Mets that the Yankees kind of have an edge here. That wouldn't be surprising either because they're the incumbents, and it was a very, very happy period that they had together over the past season. So that's kind of where it stands right now. Both teams are interested. I think he's going to end up with one or the other team. I do. And I think that coming out of the gate, there's no other way to see it other than the Yankees are in a really good position, but the Mets are right there, and they'll be aggressive if they want to be.